Hey coders, welcome to DevByteSchool Day 10 session of Mastering in Angular. So in this session, we are going to see what is lazy loading and how do we perform lazy loading into an Angular. So lazy loading is basically we load component or module whenever they are required. By using lazy loading, it avoids unnecessary load on the app module or app component, which is our root component. It is nothing but calling the component or calling the module whenever they are required. Let's see an example to understand this better. On our official website, we can see there is a auth module implemented. So you can see login is there, forget password is there, register is there. All of these content is required when I will be clicking on login/register. While loading the home page, it is not required. Then why should I call that when I load the home page? It does not make sense, right? That is where we use lazy loading concept. Let's take one more example. Suppose I click on this courses. After clicking on the course, this course page is loaded. Then why should I call this course component on app module only or app component only? It does not make sense, right? This is where we use lazy loading concept. You can see which route is loaded, devbyteschool.com/course, and then particular ID for that course. On calling of the specific route, we tell Angular that please load this module lazily. This is not required at root level. Simple concept, right? So let's see how do we implement that by using code. In our blogging application, in the previous video, we have already seen how do we implement routes. This is our home page. Now let's consider on click of login/register, auth component is loading. So now let's consider auth component is not required right now. This will only required when this specific route is called. So we can load that component lazily, correct? So let's see how do we implement that. I will comment this line, just write path, specific path. Since we are using Angular 17, I'm going to call standalone component lazily. But suppose you are using previous versions of Angular and you are using module system. That time you need to import whole modules, and within the module you need to create separate route for separate module. That's how it works. That time we define path as load children colon, we are not passing in parameter. Okay, and inside that you can write statement like import, then part to that specific module. Suppose we are not using component but we are using module. That time we will write like auth module. Okay, and then after that you need to write like then m, m will be the any variable, and m dot auth module. So auth module is basically your class name. This is how you implement lazy loading while you are using traditional way, or you can say the previous versions of Angular. But since we are using Angular 17, we have to change this. We have to load components lazily, okay? Because these are standalone components which are independent of modules. Load component, you have to write like this. We don't require these brackets. And now we need to mention auth dot component, and then I'm writing this as C can be any variable, and C dot auth component. This is how we implement lazy loading for Angular 17. Let's try and run this code. It should give the same result. Okay. See, auth works. You will not see that much impact right now, but when you will work on real-time project, you will see. If you are not using lazy loading, there is lots of load on app component. That time, if you use lazy loading, performance of Angular is boost like a pro. Just try to implement one lazy loading on your own and you will definitely get that. If you are having any doubts, please let us know in the comment section. We will try to resolve that. If you like our video, please share with your friends and colleagues. If you are new to our channel, I will highly suggest you to subscribe to our channel. Click on the bell icon so that whenever we are uploading new video, you will get the notification for that. We have also created a White School Telegram group. QR code is visible on the screen. Link is also provided into description. You can join that group. We are going to share all the resources, interview tips and tricks, and all our new video updates over there. So we will meet in the next session. Till then, happy coding.